little bit of tree came out, so it's flowing further.
Holy shit. Gonzo, see you later. Oh, wow, that whole boom.
Did you do that? The hallway, because I have a lot of paintings that are older, that are big paintings or thin. I don't have to have them stored in a stack somewhere. They're actually seen. And I was seeing, I was totally right.
Davy Crockett.
It's going to get better. It's going to get it's reality. I mean, I don't the day of like farming is like it's all about passing on. And I'm going to talk about what happened. I was called by my daughter and brother on the day of the storm, and they told me that the building was getting knocked down by the flood. And I came the next day, on Monday, and saw that my entire shop was gone. And that the building was in peril. And it rained for about 7 or 8 days in a row. And then we had a second water that hurt the building again. And then we moved, the stream was moved back to where it is now, and we were able to cut the building off that was damaged. And we poured the foundation, a new foundation for the back 30 feet of the building. And we started working on it in the beginning of December. And we completed it. We completed about 5 months later, somewhere in May, somewhere in June. And it was a lot of work, a lot of stressful work, dealing with the federal government, dealing with some of the bureaucracy. But the upside, the positive side, was having such wonderful people around me that were in the building before, that are in the building now, and the spiritual support that I received from the community just kept me coming back for more and more and more, knowing that I received the nutrients of life that I needed. I mean, it wasn't food, it was the spiritual support. And knowing that I was given a lemon, and I made lemonade. And the lemonade was the spirit of people supporting me. So I was able to, besides put the building back together with help from people, was that I was able to make the building better for the personalities, for the different spirits in the building. And it really turned into like a pilgrimage of really finding myself and having an opportunity to develop things as they came, versus doing a drawing of something and making it look like something. And that's why I've decided that nothing is ever really finished, but it's just another day and time to rest, and for the morning to wake up and start again. And it's, for me personally, it's spreading into the community, wanting to give this to the community so the children can see something, that they can do anything they want in life. They can build a stone wall, and they can make it the way they want it, and they can make it spread, and people will come and spend time looking at it, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful journey of life. So that's what the building has given me. So this is the grand opening of the building, and I had no expectations. And Barbara was running the whole thing and setting it up. And I feel humble in terms of what's occurring today. So many people coming down to this part of town that they never came to before. And it feels nice. I kind of feel honored. I feel like the people working with me feel honored. I think the people in the building feel honored. And it's just it's like not necessary to have somebody praise me or praise the building or praise people, but just to acknowledge the existence of not being better or worse, but just people. And it feels great to be in this part of town and to know so many people are down here, because this was a place that was invisible before, not to be visited, but to drive through. And to me, it just shows the possibilities in the future for anybody doing anything to make it more complete than just finished. And this is another thing the building has given me, that opportunity, and it's something I've always pursued in life, to know that nothing is ever completed, but it's just a journey. And you know, and I see things, I see the peace sign here, and I see what Sage built over here, and it just feels like an addition to an addition to an addition to complete the whole that is never completed. But it's just part of it. It's just beautiful. It's really, for me, it's very exciting to know that it's a spreading thing of pass it on, of pass it on, of pass it on. I see Barbara's sculpture over here, talking to the water. And going through the building and seeing the studio so vibrant with people visiting. Twin Vins, the press. It's just great. It's just wonderful. It's just
Did you ever thought that you were gonna lose the building, or you? What do you thought? What went through your head when you came in saw this?
I saw it on Monday morning, and I looked on my shop, and everything was gone. And I remember a reporter asked me how I felt. And I remember saying to the reporter that I was sorry that he had that type of job. And I could hear my mother's voice in the background. My mom passed away on May 1st of 2011, and I could hear her voice telling me to pick up my foot and put it down in front of my other foot and to go in that direction. And it took a while for me to pick my foot up and put it down, but I knew I was going forward and not backwards. Ever so slowly, but I was moving in that direction. And I knew that I had to do that. And I knew I was going to rebuild the building, but I knew it would take me time to understand what it was I was doing besides rebuilding a building, but I was rebuilding my life. And I was taking the opportunity to do that. And that was an exciting venture for me. Because for me, the building is just, it was just a foundation of the whole last year of my life. It was an understanding more about me. And for that, I'm kind of, I'm proud of what occurred versus running from it, embracing it, and being thankful.
Can you tell us a little about the history, how when you decided to transform this place into what it is?
8 or 9 years ago, my shop was in the building, and there was nobody else in the building. The second and third floors were vacant. And I decided that I've always been a supporter of the arts, not financially, but spiritually. And I decided that I wanted to fix the building up, and I wanted to have a community, and I wanted the community to be artists. And I knew that one way or another, artists could support the building, either through their art or whatever, but to make it work so they had a place to come to and work so that they could take a shower and they could go home, like everybody else. And even if they had to give me their art to pay for rent, but to make it work. And I was positive it would work. And after 2 or 3 years, after the building was finished, finally the building was full. And just before the flood, a week before the flood, there were 3 different studios in the building where people were moving around to different other studios because they needed more room, because of whatever was going on, but they wanted more for their life because all of a sudden they were becoming successful in their art, which made me really happy. And so today, here we are a year after the flood, and right now I have 12 studios rented. There's only 2 studios in the building that aren't rented right now. And I'm not thinking about whether it's rented or not rented, but the amount of people in the building and how wonderful they feel. And I feel as wonderful as they feel. And it just gives me so much, I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. From having such a wonderful family I have, I feel blessed having this as an extended family. And it's just a great feeling. I don't feel like, somebody asked me a question a week ago that I was a landlord and they were my tenants, and I had no idea what this person was talking about. And then I registered in my head that in the world I would be a landlord and they would be my tenants. But it never entered into my head that I was a landlord. I just felt like a person that was able to put something out there, and people were out there grabbing it, and we were all in the same boat and making it work so we could get to the other side. And for that, it's just passing stuff on. I want the children of tomorrow to be able to see something that we have they can take with them and pass on to other people, so that maybe 10 years or 20 years or 30 or 40 years from now we can talk about the things we do have versus what we don't have. And so it's not about the Republicans and the Democrats. It's just about love. It's about passing stuff on for support. Because there is nothing else. Everything else is just so temporary. So maybe that's a new movement in me. I don't know. But I feel wonderful being connected to this. I feel like so much stronger when I'm walking through the building and walking around the building and seeing what people are creating outside the building. And it's the movement in the stream, and it's the quiet noises of the stream. It's about the voices blending with the stream, and it's the stream blending with the voices. It's about the clouds passing over the stream. And that one drop of dew early in the morning eventually creates a place that fishes can live in. And that one dew drop in the morning comes down a hill, and it passes on all the support and nutrients that we need. And it's the same with people. One person can make a difference and support society or whatever. But I know one thing, I am totally 100% exhausted after 1 year.
My name is Barbara, and thank you, Maria, for filming me. This is the grand reopening celebration of the Whetstone Studio for the Arts, and we're all really happy to be here. That's Colby Dix playing in the background from Westover, and behind me is all the river art that Sage Feldman and I did, and we just want to say thank you, BCTV. Peace.
Get her now, please, somebody grab her. I tried.
Oh my God.
here at Twin Vixen Press for our grand reopening party at Whetstone Studio buildings. I've been here for 5 years. My friend Bryony and I opened this printmaking studio in 2008. We were the second renters in a very quiet building, and we've seen the building go through a lot. And when the hurricane hit, it was pretty devastating to our press and to the liveliness of the building. And so it's just so wonderful to have it rebuilt and reopened and full of fresh energy, and we're happy to be here. Please come visit us at Whetstone Studio buildings in Brattleboro, Vermont on 28 William Street. Open by appointment. We are here for open by appointment.
Welcome to my studio. I'm Naomi Goldie, one of the Whetstone artists. I was unfortunately affected by Hurricane Irene, and we are here tonight to celebrate the rising of the Whetstone up from where we've been a year ago till here we are now in this beautiful space. My original space was destroyed after that part of the building had to be demolished. And now that the building is rebuilt, I've now moved into this beautiful space where I find that it's a wonderful space to be creating in, and I love the community. I love the other artists and business people in this building, and it's been a wild experience being affected by the hurricane and having many months where we couldn't return to our creative space. And now to be back in the building feels like a real triumph. And I'm cranking the canvases out, the creative line, and really having a great time doing so. And very happy to be opening up the studios tonight for Open Studio. We have live music outside. We've got Anand's food truck. And we're doing events all weekend long.
Hi there.
Hi. Greeting people in my studio, and just very happy to be back in the building and be a part of this beautiful space. Thank you.
I'm Kim Timlage, and I'm here at the Whetstone celebration, and I'm so excited to have my massage office in David Parker's building. Last year at this time, we were actually teaching yoga in this little space before the hurricane hit, and my friend Lisa, who actually owned the studio, was saying, do you think we need to put boards on the window? And I said, no, it's going to be fine. And sure enough, the next day we were loading furniture up on the rooftops of our cars to get her stuff home. And David Parker's just amazing. He rallied with his daughter, and they got the building up and running within a year. Some of us moved back in as early as April 1st. And it's just, to me, so important because people that are investing their own time and money into Brattleboro, puts artists back in business, it puts people like myself back in business, and clients are just loving coming to this building. It has such good energy. We have artists, we have massage, we have meditation, and an art therapist, and people just feel it in the building, an old building that's been restored and now being used to bring community together. And tonight I was sitting outside and looking at all the windows lit up and gallery walk and seeing friends come down and enjoy Anton's food truck and listen to the music and run into friends. And to me, only living here, starting my 6th year, it's just, I finally feel like I have home. It's just community, and the Whetstone is just such a big part of that community, and David has a great way of bringing people together and getting us all out, including BCTV. Yeah. So we're the Whetstone building, if for those of you who don't know, it's at the bottom of Union Hill and Elliott Street. If you make a right on William Street, we're the big blue building on the left, so come and see us.